Welcome everyone. Today we have something truly special to share with all those out there on a path of spiritual and physical wellness. First, for all the amazing women out there, we have the Divine Feminine Package. This package is designed to honour and celebrate the sacred feminine within each and every one of us. And let's not forget the incredible benefits of the HIFU treatment included in this package. HIFU, or High Intensity Focused Ultrasound, is a breakthrough for vaginal rejuvenation, increased sensitivity. Say goodbye to dryness and urinary incontinence.
Absolutely, Laura. And included in this package is 2 days of our complete combined healing therapy system, along with the rejuvenation HIFU treatment. We've also included a special meditation to reconnect your sacred femininity. It's a beautiful opportunity for you to nourish your inner goddess. And as a bonus, we are offering a complimentary head, neck and shoulder massage to further enhance your relaxation and well-being. Plus, you will also receive a comprehensive body composition scanning for posture and composition analysis. It's also about empowering you to understand and embrace your unique journey.
Revitalize your inner and outer well-being with our Divine Feminine Package. It's an incredible opportunity to experience deep healing and reconnect with your feminine power.
Trust us, it's worth every penny for this transformation and empowerment you'll experience. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Talking Pet Show. So my name is Dale, and I'm joined by my co-hosts. We have Laura Massey.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Amy. Hi, Sean.
Hey, everybody. How are you?
We have an echo in the background, guys. Has someone got the... There we go. And we've just had Amy as well doing some bird noises, some great bird impressions. And so, hello, Mr. Sean Bibby. How are things with you, brother?
Good. It's been really fine. We got great weather here, and it's fun to catch up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what we're going to have to do, guys, I think we're going to have to mute when we're not talking because there seems to be a bit of echo going on. So we're going to start this show by talking about animals and pets and how they impact our lives. And I know this is going to respond well to a lot of people because animals and our own pets have changed our lives. And I know we all have these different experiences we can all share and talk about so we can understand animals a bit more and why they're here and some of the great things they do. I love that Joel's got my dog Meg on the little thumbnail.
Oh.
Aww.
Oh,
Bill.
It's hilarious.
So, Laura, pets. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Wonderful. Okay, so I didn't really, until I got into Andrew's work, I never really gave it, there's Cheddar, he's put up Cheddar now, sorry. I never really gave it a lot of thought about the animals having an unseen world too and how that interacted with us. But of course, the further you go down that journey, you realise that every living thing has an unseen world and that they're meant to. We've chosen that these animals weave in and out of our experiences this lifetime and other lifetimes. And it's fun. Cheddar, the one who is on the screen at the moment, there is actually my son's dog, but my son would often say he's as much yours as ours, Mum, because I spend so much time with him and we are very attached. And I think Martina came to stay once and she told me telepathically, said to her, he didn't like the name Cheddar. And he actually was Lord something or other.
Honestly, so Cheddar, for me, it isn't the dog personality. It's more like a human.
Yeah.
He's so different to a dog because just some of his facial expressions, he is a lord.
It's
That picture looks like it, too. That picture's oh, my God. That's great.
Yeah, it's funny the way he is sat up. I think my son took that photo. Just an unusual moment, the way he was sat up. But yeah, there he is. Cheddar,
Part Lord, part Chewbacca.
He looks like a Jedi.
He does.
And he is. And the other thing I noticed as well, the more I got down this path, is that your pets also come to you in dreams. I know we'll go much more into this, but my other son had a dog that passed and I was unhappy. And in my dreams, this big Weimaraner came, put his paws each side of my shoulders and said, let me take your sadness away. And from then on, it's like, wow, I know they're there. They're meant to be there with us and sharing this journey with us. So there we go.
There we go. Woof, woof.
That is so unconditional.
Yes, they are unconditional, right?
Yes.
Ooh.
So, Sean, talking more a bit about unconditional then, what's going into that a little bit more?
For doggies? And,
yeah.
This is the way they always lick the face. Not the cold shoulder.
Yes.
Anything. But we can do you want to talk about it with
yes.
pets?
Yeah.
Or just
wherever you want to go with it, bro.
Okay. Because I just what's coming to my mind is I'm just thinking of a dog right away, and who's just had a dog that's always sat on the corner, he's just always in his spot, like a neighborhood dog.
No.
No, like it's just a guy who was always like fixated in one spot, and you could always depend on them, and then they die, and then they're gone, and then you miss that dog so much.
Wait,
That's
your
it.
dog or just dogs of the neighborhood?
No,
Yeah.
it's just a neighborhood dog.
Yeah.
I used to have a few neighborhood dogs. They would always just sit on the front lawn all day long.
That's great.
You give them a pet on the head. And
Yeah.
like, see you later.
It does feel like they have kind of roles and responsibilities within their life to do certain things, even if it's being in the house, then just going for a walk, coming back, being in the house. I remember Andrew said and talked about each and every dog has a different role and different karmic contract. And some of them become like protectors. Some of them help people come out of depression, all sorts of different things. There's not just one thing for one dog. There's so many different reasons why they come to us. And I remember there was a dog called Meg, my other Meg from before. And I must have been about 9 years or 10 years old. And she was my favorite dog as a kid. We had 5 dogs. And she was one of 5. And I used to go on walks with her. And one time she went to the vets and never came back. And I remember that broke my heart as a kid. And I remember, but I realized later on in life she was a teacher for me about love and how strong love can be. And going even from that death process, it changed me because I realized how important they were to my life. So many different lessons as well. Amy, is there anything you want to add?
Yeah, no, you just brought me back to my childhood dog, Sadie, and she was really a companion. Like she was a shepherd and a German shepherd. And wow, I just would when I was sad or, as a teenager, especially, it would just be, she was there. She would just cuddle with me and she just pure. It's just pure. It's like they just have this pure divine love, and they just do connect with you, the connection. And also, I think that we, of course, make the contracts of the dogs we're going to have this lifetime too.
And how many dogs have you had over your life, Amy?
Yeah, let's see. 4 dogs and a bird. And the birds are funny. The birds are fun. The bird was really fun,
What sort of bird? What kind of bird?
It was a lovebird. Looked like a parrot, but tiny, like a tiny little bird. And we let it fly around, like I didn't like it to be caged, but it did like its cage, So yeah, so we had a bird. My daughter wanted a bird. She thought she was going to be a vet. And so I thought, let's see how we take care of something. And she wanted a bird. And then, I gave her responsibilities. What about, the responsibilities of having a pet? And, so that echo is like,
Yeah, is there an echo? Sean, should we both mute while we're not speaking? Have you got it unmuted? That's really bizarre. Then I don't know what.
That's bizarre, right?
Yeah, is there an echo, Sean?
But am I unmuted?
What's going on here, Joel? Is there something going on with Restream? Because it's
quite a bad echo.
Yeah, there's a bit of an echo going on. I think it might be when you talk.
I figured it out. Amy, maybe your earbuds are too loud.
Oh, wait a minute. Too loud.
I think it might be when you talk.
I figured it out.
It's me?
Yes, it's you. It's Amy Kruzic.
Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on.
No problem.
Thanks, Detective Joel. Good work.
So, Sean, how many animals and pets have you had for your life, bro? Sorry, go ahead.
How's that?
No, there's still a bad echo.
Do you have it playing on a phone or anything like that?
How's that?
No, there's still a bad echo.
Do you have it playing on a phone or anything like that?
It's very delayed as well.
Yeah.
Weird.
How bizarre.
Sounds like a restream.
Hold on,
thing.
I'm gonna go.
It's very delayed as well.
So let's see if it's still. I think it's stopped now.
I'll leave and come back in.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, so those listening as well, those in the audience, put in the chat about your stories with animals, and towards the end of the shows, we'll bring people on to share their own unique stories and how animals have changed them as well. Eric, I've had to put my pup down. That's the thing. The hard truth about animals as well is pets don't live that long. And that's the thing, isn't they? Usually it's about 15 years to 16 to 17 years. So my advice as well, when a pet gets older, get another one as well when they go towards the end of the life. Because there's nothing worse than having a family or having a home where there's no animals in there when the one passes away. And I remember Andrew talking about this, especially autistic children or ADHD children, especially when they lose a dog or an animal, to have another one there already. So when that one passes away, there's not that heartbreak, and the other one can help them go through the mourning as well. So yeah, Sean, how many animals have you had in your life, bro?
Yeah, so we had a family dog. One family dog named Star. She was a blue heeler, and she was a wild pup. Like, it was like the first dog of the family, and it was so nice having her around. The house was always alive, and then a couple cats, and then I had my own couple cats. So 4 cats, 1 dog. But then all the the neighbors' dogs though. Because like I would go over like just the houses that you can just walk into.
Yes.
Yeah, we became friends with them. Hey Alex, I gotta run, guys.
You can't see me.
I gotta jump out of here. So I'll see you next time.
Oh, Sean's gone.
Sean, are you gone? Have you gone?
Okay.
I believe Sean has gone. We do apologise, guys. So we've had a lot of trouble with Restream. The server went down on trying to get the show up, and there just seems to be a lot of issues and problems at the moment with it. So we seem to have a lot in the chat as well. Christine, big time synchronicities. I've discovered my psychic bonds with my dog, Kiko. It's gone up now. My son is autistic too, and having a special bond with him. Yeah, that's it. For me as well, growing up as a kid, they were my best friends. They really were. And they really helped me emotionally as well. And like I said, we had 5 dogs and 1 cat at one point. It was like a farm. And 2 gerbils.
So the question is, have they come as healers? Partly, haven't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they've come as to help us heal and as healers, and how they must be part of the karmic resolution machine.
Yeah.
They must be. So they too. It's weird thinking that your dog or cat or whatever also has karma to resolve.
There we go.
And I guess as pets, they create karma too. So if they poop in your bed, have they created bad karma for themselves? They must have. I mean, these are all questions for the galactic historian, but everything is here on Earth in this galaxy is part of the karmic resolution machine, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they are all entangled in that. Yeah.
Well, I remember Andrew, because I asked Andrew about Meg, because I asked if the other Meg was connected to her, but they're in the same lineage as dogs. But he was saying that Meg has a specific role here, and each dog has like a mission, and they have things to fill out as a soul. And when they fill those things out, they can, I'd say, progress as a soul and go on to another experience. So being a dog for them, they have certain things they need to fill or do. And there's like other parts of you can be a dog as well. Even though you're in the body now, there could be versions of you as animals, as dogs. And usually that's the case with dogs and animals, because obviously your soul's so big. Usually there's a part of the soul which is a dog or a cat or whatever it is. So very, very interesting.
That's interesting.
Yes,
oh my goodness.
Why sometimes they say dogs look like their owners.
I was just gonna say. I was gonna wear pigtails today.
Yes,
so I
for your poodle.
For my poodle.
Your poodle's here.
Poodle's
that's Louis.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. I have to tell you. So I had, it was a cockapoo, right? And then Louis came along 7 years later. And my husband not found him, but he brought him home. But my sister actually had Louis, and my husband went to visit because she thought she wanted Louis. And my husband went to visit them for something and saw Louis, and he fell in love with him. Oh my God, he fell in love with him, right? He was like 7 months old. And my sister's husband did not want the dog, you know? So Dave is like, oh my God, you have to see this dog. And so I said to my sister, well, don't give him back because, I think we wanted, and I didn't really want 2 dogs. So, that thing, it's like 2 dogs. I don't know. But Louis, so we got him, and Louis became attached to me mostly because I was home more and, and I have to say that Louis, when Tiger had died or was dying, and that's another thing, like when to put them down and when to keep, I think we should have put Tiger down earlier. But what Louis was doing the last 3 months was licking him, licking his ears, licking his eyes. Like he was licking his body, like trying to heal him. Like, I don't know what, I get chills because I have pictures of him just, licking him. And, I don't know what they were saying to each other, but it was so beautiful to watch. So
that's beautiful story.
I know.
Yeah.
So now do I have to lick Louis when he's, I don't know. Who's going to lick Louis now? I don't know because Louis old. Do we just continue getting a dog? I don't know.
But maybe.
Maybe. But it's just very sweet when you do have 2 dogs. I mean, it is very sweet to watch them together. They do bond. And they do take on each other's characters sometimes too. They
do talk to each other, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They take on humans' characters as well, and some of like any nervousness or anxiety or anything like that. The dog can just mirror that all the time. And like dog humping legs and stuff like that. I remember speaking to Andrew about when he was like mirroring the owner there.
Yes.
He was able, because Andrew stayed with me, is able to observe Cheddar quite a bit because Cheddar's often round at Grandma's.
Yeah.
And I used to say, Cheddar will do that now and again, hump my arm or my leg. And Andrew would say he's just claiming his bitch, really. It's like, especially if the grandchildren were around, because I knew Cheddar before the grandchildren, he's like, nah, she's my grandma or whatever relationship I had to Cheddar.
Oh, my
but Andrew was fun. He'd do a complete narration of what Cheddar was saying when Cheddar would go outside in the evening, like Meg does, because Meg is staying now. And Cheddar would go outside and watch the fox walk along the top of the wall. And Andrew would actually be telling me what Cheddar was saying. And then he would communicate to Cheddar and say, it's no good you hopping up and down in front of the wall. You need to go and sit quietly in the grass and watch for the fox from there. And then he'll come out. And, of course, Cheddar eventually went and sat in the long grass.
That is so awesome.
Andrew's the dog whisperer, but he's very good, and the amount of humour that comes from dogs as well, like Cheddar, they bring so much joy, don't they?
They do.
And I know they're protectors in the seen world, and cats are the protectors in the unseen world, and a completely different fish, if you can use that.
Yes. Kettle of dogs.
That's Elsa. That's my daughter-in-law's dog. Yeah.
Aww.
Oh, and there's
Meg.
She's
sweet.
Yes, she talks
There's
a lot.
Louis.
Oh, there's Louis.
Yeah, there's Louis. Yeah. Well, speaking of the humping of is it mostly the males that do it, isn't it?
No, females. Meg's done it.
Oh, Meg does that. Okay. I've only had one female dog or 2.
Yeah.
But anyways, the story was funny because when my kids were teenagers and all the teenagers and their girlfriends and everybody would come, the dog would go hump a pillow or something. Like it was like the sexual energy of teenagers. like in the house.
Yes.
And it
Yes.
it was probably too much for the dog. And I thought, well, that must be what he's doing. You know, that just kind of like, I got to put this somewhere. So put it, I don't know. I just saw that observation, and it's fun to observe dogs too.
Yes.
To
And we
see
have
what they do.
Joel just put in the chat here, said, my 20-pound dog would hunt my 50-pound dog, both females. That's the best when you see like a little Jack Russell or a Chihuahua come over and start jumping on huge dogs and start trying to... They call it dog. They always say there's small dog syndrome, don't they?
Yeah.
So, more seriously, Lillian's asked, how can I help my friend help her cat pass over? Well, I guess isn't it the same with the passing of any spirit soul that's passing over from physical to the other side? Isn't it remembering all the joyous times and not being too much in grief, because grief holds them back? Does that
The Rainbow Bridge,
something like that? Yeah. Yes. And looking for feathers. I mean, looking for positive things. I don't know whether it's, I mean, feathers is one thing I know from I've looked after many different dogs over the last few years and walked many different dogs. And I often look for that white feather when they pass over. Any other connection.
Is Lillian talking about as in the cat has passed away and you're just have a feeling that the cat hasn't gone to the other side, or is the cat still alive and about to die?
My friend help a cat. Yeah, we're not sure there. Can we call in their guides?
Yeah,
I guess, that they'll probably be there already.
There's quite a few ways to cross people over. There's been times where I remember one time where I went to a graveyard to see one of my ancestors' graves from a while back, and there was this grave with this skateboard, and I went over and there was a kid, and he actually died near Harrogate, my old hometown, and this graveyard was in York, and his spirit came up to me straight away and asked to be crossed over. And there was I went straight to his grave out of all the thousands of different graves, looked at it and realized it was only 2 months ago, the death. So my advice there would be to start bringing prayers and bringing kind of ceremonial energy to the ancestors and trying to assist the spirit to go over without forcing it. Because sometimes when spirits are, before they cross over, they're confused, and you need to reinforce them with the remembering of who they are, remembering of the ancestors, remembering of why they came here, and open the rainbow bridge, like Amy says. There's loads of different ways you can do it. It's all about intention and speaking to them and knowing what you're doing, basically, not just pushing them over. Cross.
Yeah.
I mean, also, sorry, I was just going to say, if Lillian, if your friend can be with her cat when they put it down, I was with all of our and dogs and so on. I know it's distressing, but I think they need that energy. You with them for that. Yeah. Sorry, Amy.
No, I was just going to say I didn't do that for my other dog before I had kids. And I kind of regret that, because I did it for Tiger, who passed 7 years ago, because I just didn't think I could handle it. You know, I just didn't. That death is something that's hard for me to do. And it was like, but I did it for the Tiger. I thought we're going to stay with him. And we even brought Louie into the vet too. So Louie was there with him too. So yeah. But
the Rainbow Bridge is a lovely thing. But it's not just for animals. It's what I learned from my ayahuasca journey, that they showed me the Rainbow Bridge is for all to cross to the fifth world of peace, not just animals. But it's lovely if you can have that for the animals too.
And Lillian, when you're saying speaking to them before they die, I think the best thing you can do there is comfort them with love and enforce them that their journey, and they've completed everything they needed to complete. And that's something I've done with a dying dog before. It was at a ceremony, actually, and it was going to get put down. And it came up to me and it said, I need to do it. It came up to me confused. And I remember getting quite tearful and started crying, because it said, I need to keep going. I need to be here. I can't go. And I remember looking at it and just saying to it, your job, you've done what you needed to do here. You don't need to do anything else. And that's the best thing you can say to dog or cat when they're about to cross over. Just enforce them with who they are, and just enforce them with love and care, and you've done your job. There's nothing else you need to do here. And that's my advice anyway, Lillian, for that.
Yeah, I mean, yes, you can involve her teenage son so that he sees that it's not the end, that it's just the cat has decided or is under contract, whatever, it's time for him to go, and he'll come back in maybe, later, maybe as another cat, but maybe as something else. And it's not the end. The cat has just chosen it's his time to pass on. And as Dale said, with prayers and joy, as much as you can, and it's always going to be a difficult one like that.
Yeah, it is. And what do you do with, like, even for my last dog, Tiger? Like, he didn't eat much, but on the way to the vets, it's like he loved hanging his head out the window. So I put his head out the window. Like, he was very weak. I had to do it for him. But I have a picture of him in the rearview mirror of like him just like, oh, this feels, because he loved that so much, riding in the car and doing those kinds of things. And I don't know. It's and the ashes. So see, I still have his ashes and I haven't decided what to do with them. I think, I have to think about that because I do get my dog's ashes. Yeah.
Yeah. It's personal choice, isn't it? I think an interesting topic to touch upon, because I've had some experience in this. Mine was with cats, but it's possibly with dogs, and maybe it's with other pets as well, or animals that you're close to, is animals can take on some of the illnesses that you have. You don't have them as acutely. And interestingly enough, my ex had, actually we had 4 or 5 cats at one time, but 3 of the cats he had all had something and died from, all of them, something that he had. And potentially he could have had worse if they hadn't taken some of the pain and some of that away. So he had, I'm sure you won't mind me saying, he had quite a bad heart condition. And so one of the cats actually died of a heart condition. Another cat had like a urinary cancer type thing, which is, something that he had. And then the other cat had like diabetes, which he was on the verge of. So it's really interesting that all the 3 cats reflected illnesses that he had. And I just think then maybe people in the chat can comment. Maybe they've noticed that. But I think maybe that's part of the karma. Maybe that's why they came, and maybe that's why they're considered healers, because they help relieve some of that for you.
I believe that, because my dog did have this tumor, which was benign, but it was on the side of his body, and it didn't grow or anything, but he carried something for sure there, Yeah.
Alfredo's saying my animals take on a lot of stuff from our household. Yeah, I can feel it. Yeah, absolutely. I remember Andrew saying that's why, what was it? Cats are always washing. They wash a lot, don't they? And, because they are ridding themselves of all the negative energy they pick up. They've got to shake it off somehow. So that's why they wash.
And I also have like a feral cat that comes in the neighborhood and I feed him. And I think he does that. That. Now I have a second one. I have a second one now that's coming around. And I think that they just kind of gather all the energy in the neighborhood. I honestly believe that, like he just goes around and comes and I love that about cats. I haven't had a cat, only when I was little, but I didn't.
Yeah. I've had lots of cats. I know, like, it's always like, do you like cats or dogs? Well, I like both.
I like both. Yeah.
One or the other.
I like both. Yeah.
Cats are totally different, though, aren't they?
Yeah. They are.
Unentangled observers. Yeah. They're not.
Yeah. Let's see who else. It looks
they just don't give a shit, do they? Like, you don't see them upset or like they're just like, nope.
No, like, they give you their shit.
Yeah, that's right. I'm not entangled with your shit.
Give you their shit to clear up.
Let's see who else has. Somebody else said they had. Was it Jordan? What did he say? He has like a big dog. I guess I didn't see it. I think it was in the. I think.
Was it in the other chat? Because we've got the YouTube
Yeah.
chat. As
Oh,
well.
this is the YouTube chat. Oh, okay.
The YouTube chat's on the screen. It's too small for me to see.
I see.
Yeah. So what unusual pets people have?
Snakes?
I'm not
Snakes.
really into the tarantula scene.
No, thanks. No, thanks.
No, there must be some reason why people feel, attached, want to be attached to spiders and snakes. It's not my thing.
No. Yeah, I mean,
be a karmic reason for that, or some other reason.
Some other reason.
Reason. Yeah.
So Jordan, I currently have 2 dogs, 2 cats, German Shepherd.
Oh.
A lot going on there. I put my hat off to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, man. I know German Shepherds are a lot to train and look after. You've got to really train and stuff like that.
And those would be the working dogs, like the police dogs, and the dogs that I think Sean said he had a blue heeler. I think I heard him say that. And they're like a working dog, like for farms and stuff.
Yes.
Those are kind of cool.
So would all our pets have spirit guides too, just like us, because they're an embodied spirit? Yeah. So they all have it's just all the same setup?
Same setup, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And I think they can see spirits too.
Sorry, Amy.
Oh, no. I think they can see, well, I know they can see spirits for sure.
See spirits, yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially cats, seems to me.
Yeah. But I think there's
too. They stare into. They look like they're staring at nothing.
Yes, like in the corner, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you get some dogs who are overprotective and they're oversensitive. Have you had that before with owners, where they like just pick up on the littlest things, the mouse farting, or someone else coming in the room and they go crazy? Like I've had that when she had a dog. He was just too protective. But he protected her, but overdid it. It's like, calm down, man.
Well, maybe he saw things no one else did. Maybe he felt he had to protect her. Maybe he was seeing other stuff around her he felt he had to protect.
Well, I remember we're on. I think we were with Andrew, weren't we, on that? And there was a dog, and he had to go up to the dog and say, "You need to calm down and stop being so." Just crazy about what's going on around your owner.
Yeah, where was this?
Because you're overdoing it.
Was that on Scotland?
Yeah, that was in York when we did combined.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
There you go. See, he's a secret dog whisperer.
Calm down, man. It's not a ghost everywhere coming around the corner every second.
Well, it probably is. So Lillian says there's a skunk in the household I'm in at the moment.
Oh.
Okay.
Whoa. Okay. I do
that story. Skunks. Yeah. I mean, I know nothing about skunks, Amy. They're not.
That's
something
right. You don't have them, right?
No, I think Lillian's in Devon, isn't she? She's UK. A skunk.
All right. Okay. Yeah.
Ah. Okay. I'm the weird one that likes the smell of a skunk.
I think a skink's a lizard, isn't it?
Oh, skink.
Skink.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God.
Thank
the
you.
wise voice from the background there. A skink is a lizard. Okay.
Yeah, skink.
Not really.
Short little black thing, I think.
Oh, are they? Okay.
Yeah, short. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
No lizards. Yeah.
So Jennifer, my dad had a pet skunk before he got married. He had it de-stunk.
De-stunk. Oh man!
Air freshener on their ass.
Ah, is that a stink? A stink.
Ah,
very pretty.
Wow.
Ah.
A skink.
A skink.
Okay, got it. Yeah.
So yeah.
We did do some call-in at some stage, didn't we?
Yes, so we'll do a call-in. So Joel's going to put the link into the chat, and if you want to come in and just talk about your own experiences about your own pets, how they affected your life, or any stories you want to add. And before we get people in as well, just to let you know, I'll be doing a psychic surgery workshop on July the 13th and 14th, 1 p.m. till 4 p.m. East, 6 p.m. till 9 p.m. UK time as well. So if you'd like to learn psychic surgery, learn about light generation, advanced energy clearing, soul retrieval, entity clearing, ancestral balancing, how to read a client's energy field correctly, chakra recalibration, self-psychic surgery treatments, treatments for clients to undergo the journey of being a grounded practitioner, sending treatments forwards and backwards in time, learning how to work with your psychic surgery team of ancestors, how to build up trust with them and work with them in your sessions and yourself. You'll also receive a booklet about inner work schedules, fire ceremonies, clearings, and all sorts of different things as a practitioner and healer. So I'm offering this workshop an early bird price of £100 off, usually £700, but is now £600 if you want to book on the early bird space, which is available a month up to the start of the psychic surgery journey. So I've been doing it for a long time, so this workshop has advanced from the first time I did it. So if you'd like to learn psychic surgery, only if it's for yourself, you want to do it on your animals, or you want to become a practitioner, or just for your own personal journey as well, drop me an email at daletobin at icloud.com as well, or go onto the website daletobin.com. Thank you.
So both Amy and myself have done Dale's psychic surgery course.
Yeah.
Have you done an advanced course?
I've done 2
Yeah.
yet.
Right.
Done number 2. as
Okay,
well,
Number 2.
yeah. But I know Amy would agree with me, and Andrew's named you a grand master of psychic surgery, or soul retrieval, or whatever name resonates with you. But Dale is an amazing healer, and you know, if you want to learn how to do that for yourself and for others, you know, really that is the course to do with him. He really is fantastic at what he does. And just a note while we're on this subject, the 6th and 7th of June in York, I'm doing the divine, well, Dale's doing it with me, the Sacred Feminine Retreat. So we're doing the combined with the HIFU, vaginal rejuvenation, but we are also opening spaces for various combinations of combined therapies. So to reduce the price of the packages, we're doing individual sessions on the light, the mat, CST, soul surgery, the magnets, flotation, infrared, anything like that. You could build your own package if you want to for our combined therapies. So we're doing all of them at £75 an hour. So we've got slots we can fill. We're at the Mercure Fairfield Manor Hotel. So if you want to come along either on the 6th or the 7th and try some of these, we highly recommend you do it like a combined healing. So maybe you have the infrared sauna and the flotation locally, which will take you to, that's £80, and then come back to Redmayne and have the others that we're offering. And you can have them combined, so one after the other, and combined as in you can have CST while you're under the light, you can be on the mat while you're under the light. So it needn't take hours, but an average package like that will probably cost something like £500, which is a lot reduced from what we've been doing. But we'd like to put it out there for people in the UK who haven't yet tried it and would like to come along and try the Lucia light, the mat, everything else that Dale and I have to offer in York. So just putting that out there.
Yeah.
Okay, back to the show.
Back to the show. And Dale, yes, I have to say your psychic surgery is awesome. And I love how you keep it open for people to make it their own. That's what I've learned from yours. And I have to say my dog Louie is my companion when I'm doing it on my friends. He sits under the table. He just knows. He loves the energy of it. He just is helping me too. Like I feel like he is part of it in healing whoever's on my table. So
beautiful. Thank you, sister.
Yeah.
So we have back to the talking woof woof.
Woof woof.
Well, the talking
Okay,
core.
so-
We're going to bring Jordan in, and there we go, wherever you are. I believe he's disappeared, has he? Oh, no, he's there.
There's Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Hello. I'm here
Where are you calling from?
Oh,
and we're in Ohio, Northeast Ohio. It's Jasper.
Hello, Jasper.
Jasper.
He has his own talking stick. He was just chewing that to hecking back.
And who's the other one? Did we see two?
Yes,
Oh, that is right. Okay.
Roo, like kangaroo.
We've got a bit of
Oh.
audio problem going on here.
So, how are you, Jordan? How are things with you, and how are you enjoying the show?
Doing very well. I've got a lot of irons in the fire these days, but always making room for what comes next. Me and my family just settled into a brand new property to us. It's ancestral too. It was her grandfather's, so she's home, and I'm with her with our dogs and cats. And I got neighbors across the street just bought property. They got 2 dogs. Established family across the way. They've got 4 or 5 dogs. I'm in a dog neighborhood all of a sudden.
Love it.
Yeah, you've been on before, haven't you, Jordan?
Once or twice, I believe
Oh,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
You're the funny guy.
Yes.
You're the one who always puts up
Funny
Facebook
meme.
posts. Yes.
Stuff that speaks to me. I'm a student of comedy. I hang out in music festivals for recreation. It's the way of life.
So, how have animals affected your life then, Jordan?
They've always been in my life. I've my youngest memories was being gifted a cat for like my 6th birthday, and my parents never had any pets, but they gifted me a cat. They felt I needed one, and it's been a journey ever since. Cats, I can attest to. They are very psychic. They're always paying attention to a little bit of what's going on in the unseen. It's funny to watch a cat just stare blankly at a wall.
Or when you shine a light, the best. When you shine a little light, and it's like,
Yeah,
it jumps up the wall.
it's a different game for me. I've only had dogs for about 5-6 years.
Oh, we got some
We've
really
got some
bad
audio.
audio issue going
Yeah.
on with you, Jordan.
Could be my road here. I have a lot of traffic out front.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, I may have to
Right,
relocate if it gets too bad.
Yeah.
I was just commenting that I've always had cats, but recently I've just had dogs. They're only about 3 years old now. It's just a different game altogether.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Yeah, what do you notice?
Cats are very self-sufficient, much their own business, or get you to get involved in their business. Only if they're your dogs are. They just want to be a part of everything and know it all. It's almost like as if it's a young being just trying to learn as much as they can.
Yeah.
Cats seem to know it all. Cats already know everything they want to know.
There's a thing I saw on Facebook one time where it said a dog would get your purse, go out for the night, come back with exactly the same change and everything still in there, while the cat would get your purse, go out for the night, and there'd be nothing left in there in the morning.
No, probably an maligning the cats.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's a struggle, but I couldn't imagine life without them. I do believe that they do a lot for me and keep me quite grounded. My schedule wraps around their schedule, actually.
So have you got a German Shepherd, is it?
Yes, she's a show breed, actually. Her parents were award winners all the time, and so she went not her personally, but her parents went through all the pomp and circumstance of the show and the pageantry. But she is definitely
Oh,
prissy one. She likes her baths and she likes to be combed out and just any attention you give her.
What has she been like to train, or because I remember a German Shepherd what we had at one point, and he was so hard to look after because he was just.
I've been blessed. They've been training me more than I've been training them.
Wow, that's great.
Well.
Yeah,
But it's her brothers and sisters of the same litter were not of the same cloth. They are the problems. They are the
they are the fucking crazy some of them.
I was blessed.
Yes.
Yeah.
What's the other breed you've got?
It's a mix. He's a boxer, a border collie, and a lab. And he's about 75 pounds. There he is, just watching the kids get
Wow.
Oh, guys.
So cute.
Casper that I had found.
Oh.
So Jordan, you're looking really well.
Thank you.
So what have you personally, just an aside a minute, what have you personally been doing since we all last spoke?
Well, I've ditched the no plan, but I'm just doing what I can plan at the moment.
Okay.
And, I'm drinking water on schedule, eating a lot of protein on schedule, getting proper rest, and just
bit like a dog, really.
Your shows as much as I can.
Yeah.
Getting your protein, your rest, and your water. Good.
Well,
it's a dog's life.
I'm no longer traveling out there like I had been for a few years.
Oh, right. Yeah.
At Grandpa's house, and he was here for 52 years, and I'm cleaning up and reorganizing a lot of stuff that was already on the property, and just seeing what I can do. I've got a bunch of art projects and just new homeowner stuff to do.
Wow. Yeah, I think, because didn't Andrew say on one of the shows about you needed to root yourself in one place?
Yes, and
and you've done it. That would, well done. Really good talking to you again, seeing you so well.
Well, great to have you on, Jordan, and we'll look forward to having you on again, brother.
Anytime, and I'll be in touch as soon as I can.
Cheers, bro.
Take care, Jordan.
So we have Lillian.
She got on. Well done.
There we go. Hello, Lillian.
Better unmute. Hello.
Yes, well
done. Hello,
hi, Lillian.
Hi. Well done.
Hi.
How you doing?
Yeah, doing all right. Yeah, it feels really synchronistic that you've actually talking about this topic, to be honest.
Because of your friend, or is there more beyond that?
Yeah, I actually just went to see her, and for some reason my camera is the wrong way around. I don't know why. That always happens to me.
What device are you on?
A phone.
A phone.
Oh.
So have you got like a little circle some? Oh, we've lost her anyway.
Whoops.
Woof.
Woof. Woof.
Whoopsie. Whoopsie.
Whoopsie. Oh.
Lillian, come back.
Come back.
She pressed the wrong button. She pressed left. It left the room instead of spinning the camera.
Oh, yes, of course. Maybe she'll come back.
Laura's done that before. That was the best. So remember, we had a show once. Were you on the show as well, Amy? Weren't you? When Laura stopped the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all on it. Then she just ended the show and left.
I thought I was
very dramatic.
Boomer
very
finger.
dramatic.
Yes, it is.
Must have been posh.
Yeah, for sure. Nothing to do with me. Who came in who didn't understand the screen.
Oh, yeah. No, I get it.
It's the first time I've ever seen that.
Ending the actual show.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
That was fun.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh. Well, I know I have to go soon because I got my ukulele lessons.
How are they going, Amy?
They're going good. I love it. I do really enjoy it. It's really fun.
Good. You have a ukulele show then sometime.
I'll have a ukulele show when I get to that point. But I did write a little prayer for our little pets.
Oh,
because it came to me on my walk this morning. Being Catholic, and St. Francis is the protector of all animals.
yes.
And so we would take our dogs to church, and the priest would bless them on the certain day. I think it's June or somewhere in the summer. So I kind of combined St. Francis' prayer with my prayer for all the pets.
Oh,
so
God.
Yeah.
Let's have
Okay.
that. Thank you. And thank you for being on the show.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay. Dearest Source God Creator, we thank you for giving us these pets we hold so dear to us, who bring us joy, affection, and unconditional love in ways that are instinctual to their lineage and to which they ask nothing in return but a soft spot in our hearts. By just observing our pets' traits, look at the lessons they teach us: love, life, loss, grace, and spirituality. Our companions' ability to trust in us to look after them is so pure, beyond our understanding, yet we know our soul's connection to these friends even before we were born. We ask that you give us new understandings of responsibilities towards our four-legged, two-legged, and sometimes three-legged buddies, that which reaches through our spirit and into our hearts, so that we may hear the sweet whispers of their concerns, sufferings, weaknesses, for we may not be aware of the burdens they hold for us. You have made us stewards of our animals, and we are honored to be that, and also that which shares in all love for creation. Aho.
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 Thank you, Amy. That was
That was
beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So you have to disappear?
In a few minutes, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Lillian, you've come in the back room again, and you've gone out again. So if you come back in again, I'll put you straight in. There, you're back now. So we'll get you
Yay,
in.
Ashley. Ashley's taking ukulele lessons too.
Oh.
Hello, Lillian. Hello.
Hi.
That's fine. You
Hello.
can leave your camera off if you can't find me.
Yeah, that's fine. Okay, no problem.
How you doing, Lillian? Are you in Devon?
Yeah.
Have I remembered rightly?
I am normally in Devon, but I'm visiting my friend in London.
Okay.
And and as I said, I've just been to see her, and she's quite upset because her cat has got cancer and 10 years old, and she has a son who has who's very upset about it. He's a teenage son, and he's got his GCSE maths exams in the next couple of days, and she's a bit worried about putting the cat down. And we're just trying to tune in to whether she's ready now, or whether we should wait, or and what they can do to kind of obviously the usual things that you've mentioned already, like being with her and reassuring her and giving her lots of love. And she has a sister cat as well. So her name is Marisol, and the sister's called Lucia, and she's absolutely fine and in good health. And she was asking me how it's going to be for the other cat, and how much awareness. Obviously, I would imagine, and the other cat is quite aware of what's going on with her. And she has a choice to either take the cat to the vet when she stops eating. I think she has colon cancer, so she's not eating that much anymore anyway. Or she can choose to spend a lot of money and let a vet or somebody come to the house and put her down, like £500 or something to do that. So you can ask the cat, and maybe you'll get an answer, and look out for a sign. And obviously it would feel more comfortable. It's one of these, the cats have never really lived outside because he lives on a top floor flat, so they've been indoor cats. And in a way she feels quite she feels bad about that she hasn't been able to give them, a taste of the outdoors. But I guess they are domesticated cats.
And they were meant to be
Yeah.
with her, so I don't think the cats would be
Yes,
particularly
exactly. Yeah,
if that
totally.
happens.
Yeah.
And they were
And
meant to
she's
have
just suffered
contact.
bereavement as well. They both have. A good friend of theirs had just passed away last Wednesday. So all that is going on as well. So it's bringing up lots of grief. And I said to her, I feel they're holding a lot of that grief, and it's just like coming to the point where it's all holding so much for the humans, and maybe it's time to allow the cat to move on. And I was trying to explain that, her spirit will still live on with them, and it will become a spirit guide for them, and be in their lives still, and also.
And that's the thing. It's
for the other cat.
realizing. It's realizing. What is it? So whenever a cat gets put down, it's realizing that what was meant to happen, because there's so many people out there. I'm not saying this situation, but there's a lot of people who keep their animals in misery or pain for too long, and they need to go get them put down. And the vet who actually puts them down is strictly contracted to move them on in a spirit as one of their obviously teachers or whatever it is. So whenever the time's right, even if it feels like this, should have done that. It's about letting go of shame, blame, and guilt, and realizing that the work is done, the job's done, and it's now time to honor the animal and mourn the animal, right? Because a lot of people go into anger, don't they, about I should have done this, I should have done that. It's so normal as a human to do that, especially mourning. Just a normal.
It's also, could be like that selfish way of you want to keep living, and so you extend their days because of how you are, how you feel. Like, whether it's you're scared to let them down, or it's all your stuff coming up.
You want to be on your own.
Yeah. So, all those things you have to think about. Am I being selfish because I want him to still be alive?
Yeah.
And I think he needs to take him to the vet. She can take him, presumably got a car or something, so she can wrap him up and carry him herself.
She doesn't have a car, but I drove down from Devon, so I kind of feel that it's quite synchronistic that I'm here and I can actually help her take the cat comfortably to the vet and maybe support her as well. Because she's a good friend of mine, and obviously we have a mutual friend who's just passed away, so she's dealing with that, and maybe it'll help her with that grief as well. If you do it with a pet, then it's almost like a symbolic passing, and I don't think there's a coincidence in the fact that they're both passing at a similar time, because they knew each other quite well, the cats and the lady that's passed.
Yeah, there you are. So support on crossing
maybe they've contracted to,
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. We'll just say goodbye to Amy. She's gone. Yeah. Thank you for that, Lily.
I had an interesting.
It is interesting.
Bye, Amy. Yeah, I had an interesting thing the other day where I was out and about, and there was in a beautiful kind of part of Devon, and I started to sing light language to the black, bit of a conversation with each other, which was so beautiful. It kept replying to my light language. I wondered if the light language would be a thing that would help my friend's cat as well. It is like a universal spiritual language, isn't it? Would you say?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess if it flows freely and joyously, why not?
Yeah.
How old is
I've had it. I don't know if you've got other people waiting to come into the chat. I don't want to take up too much space.
Oh no, it's good.
No, that's fine.
We've
come to the top of the hour, so we'll probably be
wrapping
up. But
I also used to look after guide dog puppies for the blind, when I lived in Scotland, which was such a rewarding job to do, actually, to give people back their. Because the thing is, when people walking with a stick, there's very few people that come up and talk to them. But if they have a beautiful dog with them, it's like a form of a connection, isn't it? And people will go, "Oh, such a lovely, beautiful dog," and immediately it'll make a connection with the people. So it's such a lovely thing to do. And being an artist, I've found that it was just something I would, if I would have to lose any senses, that would be, I would hate to lose my eyesight. So I thought that would be a really really good thing to learn as well. How lucky we are to have all these faculties. And but it was hard because I had to learn to give the dog away every time.
Yes.
I'd raise the puppy. After a year and a half, you have to give them away. But it also taught me that we don't own animals. And I kind of feel the best compliment in the world is when an animal or a dog or a cat just comes up to you naturally because they they like your vibe. It's like saying, you're all right. And that you get that with babies and children as well. I just find that's the biggest compliment you can get.
Yes, that's beautiful. Yeah, absolutely.
And you get the dogs who can sniff out someone's shadow or someone who's not the nicest person straight away.
Yeah, exactly.
They know energy.
They know straight away.
They read energy fields, don't they? Yeah, brilliantly.
Yeah. And also they use dogs to sniff out whether somebody's got cancer. They use that now as well, which is incredible. Yeah. I mean, that just makes you realize how disconnected we are, that we can't sense these things, but animals can.
Yeah, we probably could at one time.
I know, exactly.
I think animals, dogs, cats can deal with death. Obviously, they are upset when there are other people die around them, but it's like children. When they go through mourning, they're kind of in the moment all the time, and they're always in acceptance of change. But when we grow older, we've got our programs, we've got our fear, we've got the worry and everything, the imprints of obviously the world and how it is. It's harder for us to deal with stuff like that. Being a human is a lot harder. It's like one of the hardest vehicles to hardest skin suits with the parasympathetic and the nervous system and everything like that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, totally. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you very much for calling in, Lillian.
Thank you, Lillian. Good talking to you again.
Yeah, same here. Good to talk to you too. Have a wonderful evening.
And you, my love. Thank you.
Sweetheart.
Bye-bye.
So, what a good show.
Lovely. That was great talking to everybody.
And those in the comments and chat, thank you as well. We've got a lot of interaction this show.
Yeah.
We appreciate all your comments. And also, if you're on any of our socials, please drop a comment, please drop a like and subscribe on any of the platforms. We always appreciate everyone's support. For those who have listened to Andrew and listened to our show throughout the years, we really appreciate you, because without you, this isn't possible. And thank you.
Great. Thanks very much. How can people get hold of you, Dale?
So if you'd like your own psychic surgery soul retrieval session, head over to daletobin.com. Also, I've got the psychic surgery training coming up in July as well, which has an early bird price for that. So if you want to head over to the website or drop me a message if you have any questions as well. Thank you. Laura?
Yeah, you can get hold of me at laura2feathers@gmail.com. That's with the number 2. If you'd like to go into your ancestral fire, meet your ancestors, that's my speciality. If you'd like some shamanic training for self-empowerment, then contact me for an online session. Or if you want to know any more about the 2 days and what we're doing in York, where Dale and I will be there, then please email me. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you. Woof, woof, meow, meow, caw, caw. Good night.
Good night.